Two celebrities. One calendar date. Two completely opposite playbooks for capturing attention, and almost nobody watched them side by side. That's the blind spot rabbit news Hallyu wants to open up today, because once you see it, the whole picture of how C-ent marketing actually works this season starts to shift. On August 7th, the day marking the start of autumn on the traditional solar calendar, Zhang Linghe launched a campaign for Taobao flash sale so large it's almost hard to describe in normal terms. 10,000 free drink vouchers. Limited edition merchandise. Advertising placed at more than 1 million locations across over 60 cities. 50 giant screens in major commercial districts across 16 cities. Over 600 large displays inside subway stations, bus terminals, and airports. Dozens of entertainment calls sharing the same hashtag at the same moment, engineered to spike visibility all at once. That same window of time, Tian Xiwei posted something that looked nothing like a campaign at all. A close-up selfie. A caption about strawberry milk. No promotional language, no brand tag, nothing that reads as planned. Within hours, fan accounts and entertainment pages had turned it into a full trending topic. Hung Six Dao Tay, the strawberry-flavored girl, built entirely around the observation that the photos were unedited, shot on a raw camera setting, with texture and detail fully visible. Here's the detail worth sitting with. One of these moments was built by a production team, a brand, and a media buy large enough to blanket 60 cities. The other was, on its surface, spontaneous, a single post that fans amplified into a trend on their own. And yet both landed on the exact same day, inside the exact same industry news cycle, both eventually pointing back toward upcoming projects. Zhang Linghe's campaign drives toward a retail conversion window that closes that same evening. Tian Xiwei's viral moment keeps circling back to anticipation for her drama, Genius Girlfriend. That's not something the comment sections were discussing. Most of the conversation stayed at the surface, how sweet she looked, how big the campaign felt. But there's a pattern underneath both stories that most coverage skips entirely. Start with the commercial side, because it's the more visible of the two. A rollout at this scale doesn't happen without months of planning. Brand deals of this size are locked in far ahead of the actual date, and choosing Lap Thu, the first day of autumn, as the activation point isn't incidental. Solar terms carry cultural weight in the Chinese calendar, they mark seasonal transitions that audiences already associate with change, renewal, a kind of emotional reset. Attaching a retail campaign to that date borrows meaning that a random Tuesday simply wouldn't carry. It's a media buying decision as much as a marketing one. Pair the commercial message with a moment the public already feels something about, and the campaign inherits some of that resonance for free. Look closer at the mechanics of the rollout itself, and the structure gets more interesting. The campaign didn't launch cold on August 7th, it was staged. Between August 1st and 6th, hourly vouchers built anticipation and habit, training users to check back repeatedly before the actual activation date. Only on the 7th did the full pricing unlock, turning 6 days of small, recurring engagement into one concentrated surge. That's not a single promotional post. That's a funnel, built the way a product launch is built, with a lead-up phase designed specifically to maximize the volume on the symbolic date itself. But there's a curiosity gap here worth naming directly. The biggest clue isn't in either individual campaign, it's in what happens when you place them next to each other. Because if a major agency is deliberately timing a nationwide campaign to a symbolic calendar date, and pre-building momentum for 6 days before triggering it, it raises a real question about the other side of the story. Was Tian Xiwei's post actually spontaneous? The source material doesn't confirm intent one way or the other. There's no statement, no agency comment, nothing on record indicating the timing was coordinated. What can be said, carefully, is that the optics of unfiltered, no makeup, no planned content have become one of the most effective tools available to talent teams working to build authenticity in an industry oversaturated with polish. Whether this specific moment was engineered or genuinely organic isn't something the evidence settles. What is worth noting is that industry observers increasingly treat unedited camera roll content as a strategy in its own right, not an accident, because raw-looking images now outperform heavily styled promotional material in engagement, especially among audiences fatigued by obvious advertising. That's the second layer of the anchor anomaly. Two teams, whether independently or not, appear to be pulling from opposite ends of the same playbook on the same day, one leaning fully into manufactured scale, the other leaning fully into manufactured rawness, and both are functioning as promotional vehicles for projects landing in the near term. Consider what each artist is actually protecting here. For someone positioned as a major commercial spokesperson, professionalism under scrutiny matters. Every screen, every city, every KOL post is a controlled variable, because a campaigner this size leaves almost no room for anything to look off-brand. Silence and precision are the strategy. For an artist whose recent visibility is built on the flawless from every angle narrative, the calculation runs differently. The goal isn't control, it's the appearance of not needing control at all. Both are forms of career management. They just look like opposites. There's a longer arc underneath the Tian Xiwei side of this story, too. The source material notes that comparisons are already being drawn between her current close-ups and images circulating as far back as November 2025, a consistency narrative that fans have used to argue her appearance photographs reliably across settings and lighting conditions. That kind of recurring "she never has a bad angle" framing doesn't happen by accident over multiple cycles. It suggests a sustained visibility strategy rather than a single viral moment, one where each new set of photos is measured against the last and used to reinforce the same underlying claim. Fan culture reads these two stories in totally separate lanes, and that's part of what keeps the connection hidden. Fans following Zhang Linghe are focused on voucher availability, product drops, city coverage, some even posting screenshots of successful claims as proof the promotion is real and functioning as advertised. Fans following Tian Xiwei are deep in close-up analysis, bone structure, lighting, camera settings, arguing in comment sections about whether any of it is edited at all, while simultaneously steering the conversation toward her upcoming drama. Neither group is looking at the other's story. Neither group has reason to. That's exactly why the coincidence of timing slides past almost everyone. Now here's where the full weight of the anchor anomaly lands. This isn't really a story about two unrelated celebrities having a busy day. It's a snapshot of how the industry currently treats calendar symbolism as a synchronized activation tool, brands and talent teams increasingly timing very different kinds of content to the same culturally loaded dates, because a shared date creates a shared news cycle, and a shared news cycle means both stories get discovered by algorithms and aggregators looking for what's trending today content. Whether or not the two teams behind these stories coordinated with each other is not something the public record shows. But the broader mechanism, using seasonal markers as promotional checkpoints, appears to be becoming standard practice across C-ent marketing, not an isolated choice by one agency. Zoom out further and this fits a larger shift happening across the industry this year. Entertainment marketing increasingly treats visibility itself as a resource to be scheduled, not something that simply happens. Retail tie-ins, drama promotion, and personal image content are being sequenced with the same intentionality a film studio applies to a release calendar. The difference between planned campaign and organic moment is starting to blur, and audiences may not always be able to tell which is which raises a fair question about transparency that the industry hasn't really answered yet. None of this diminishes either story on its own terms. The Taobao campaign is a legitimate, large-scale commercial rollout with real consumer benefits attached. Tian Xiwei's photos may well be exactly what they appear to be, unplanned, unfiltered, simply well-timed. The available evidence doesn't prove otherwise. What it does show is a pattern worth watching, two very different visibility strategies, converging on one symbolic date, both ultimately steering attention toward projects still to come. If you like entertainment coverage that goes further than the headline, the kind that finds the quiet signals most coverage skips, Rabbit News Hallyu is built exactly for that. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just news.